Hey guys, ever wonder what happens to stuff people send back to Amazon? It doesn't just disappear. We're talking about perfectly good stuff, maybe with a slightly dented box or a missing instruction manual. These returns end up in giant treasure chests called return pallets. And guess what? You can buy them. That's right, you could be the lucky one taking home a whole pallet of goodies at a crazy low price. Sounds interesting? Stick around. Think of it like a surprise grab bag, but instead of one little toy, you're getting a whole bunch of stuff. Could be electronics, clothes, toys, you name it. It's like a giant game of mystery box, and who knows, you might just find something amazing. But before you grab your wallet and start bidding, there are a few things you should know. Buying these return pallets is like a roller coaster ride, full of potential wins and some bumps along the way. But don't worry, I got you covered. In the next few minutes, I'll break it all down for you so you can decide if this is your ticket to big savings or maybe a quick way to end up on my show with a funny story. Stay tuned. Okay, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk numbers, people. Did you know that Amazon is like the king of online shopping? They sell millions of items every single day. That's a whole lot of packages. But here's the kicker. A good chunk of that stuff gets returned. Returns are a part of life, folks. Sometimes the shoe doesn't fit, sometimes the gadget doesn't work, and sometimes people just change their minds. Whatever the reason, all those returns add up. We're talking mountains of returns, and that's where you come in, my friend. So, you're ready to dive into the world of Amazon return pallets? First things first, you gotta know where to find these bad boys. Good news is, they're not exactly a secret. You got a few options. First up, online auction sites. These are like the eBay of return pallets. You can find all sorts of pallets there, from electronics to clothes to home goods. Just type in Amazon return pallets and see what pops up. Next up, liquidation companies. These guys are like the middlemen of the return world. They buy up huge loads of returns from Amazon and then sell them off in smaller batches. You can find liquidation companies online or sometimes even in your local area. And finally, direct from Amazon. That's right, Amazon itself sometimes sells off its returns in bulk. Keep an eye on their website for deals. Section 4. Buying a pallet. Easy as pie. Alright, so you found a pallet that tickles your fancy? Time to seal the deal. Now, buying a return pallet isn't as simple as clicking add to cart and calling it a day. There's a bit more to it. First off, you gotta do your research. Read the descriptions carefully, look at the pictures, and check the seller's ratings. You want to make sure you're getting a fair deal and not a pallet full of broken dreams. Once you've found a pallet you like, it's time to place your bid or hit that buy now button. Be prepared to pay up front, and don't forget about shipping costs. Those pallets can be heavy, so factor that into your budget. When your pallet arrives, it's time for the grand unveiling. This is the fun part, folks. Unwrap that bad boy and see what treasures you've scored. Just remember, not everything on a return pallet is gonna be a winner. Be prepared for a few duds along the way. Section 5, the good, the bad, and the profit. Okay, let's talk turkey. Why would anyone want to buy a whole pallet of random returns? Well, my friend, the answer is simple. Profit. You can resell those items individually online or at flea markets for a tidy profit. Plus, it's like a giant treasure hunt. You never know what hidden gems you might uncover. Maybe you'll find a brand new TV or a designer handbag for pennies on the dollar. Talk about a steal. But hold your horses, cowboy. Before you go all in, remember there are risks involved. Some items might be damaged, some might be missing parts, and some might just be plain junk. It's a gamble, folks, but that's part of the fun, right? So there you have it. The lowdown on Amazon return pallets. It's a wild ride, but with a little luck and a lot of elbow grease, you could strike gold. Now go forth and conquer those pallets.